I've been awake for an hour scrolling. These are the holes. I don't know if you can see. There are a bunch. There's some here, some down there. They're only on the one side. So I suspect it was the cat, maybe. I don't know. They're also very clustered together. So the cat doing this is a high chance, but I don't know why I didn't realize it sooner. There are ways to patch this. I think if you ask like the company who made this 3UFL, they'll send you a patch cloth made of the same material. But as I said, in Turkey, the even if you order something like for €1 from outside, you have to declare customs stuff, which is gonna cost a lot more than what you order. It's gonna take a lot of time for it to reach you. I wanted to upgrade my tent anyway, but not this early. Also, again, there isn't any really good ultralight tents in Turkey. We got this from China as well, 4 or 5 years ago. Anyhow, um, so I'm gonna still consider whether I should be carrying and camping. The plan is overall plan. If I don't, chicken out and go back this year, I'll be in Antalya for the next week. Hopefully, I'll be in Antalya tonight, and then I'm gonna be staying there for a week, and then I'm gonna go back to Istanbul and stay there for 2 3 weeks. I wanna spend a lot of time with Istanbul because there is a lot of shit to see. It's a huge, massive city full of opportunities, and in general, like I wanna live city life a bit without like jumping from place to place. And then there's this thing called student dorms that you can rent or just basically stay for free as long as you're under 30 years old and a Turkish national, I think. You can reserve them 5 days in a row in a city. I don't think you can do more. But once you reserve it, I don't think you pay anything and you just go and stay in a dorm. So I'll use that to travel more through Turkey. I'll go north or I'll go to Izmir. You know, I don't know. I haven't decided. So yeah, that's the overall plan. Which probably won't involve a lot of camping. I don't know again. Um, that's that. For today, I need to pack things up. It's a mess. And then I'm gonna have a little breakfast. I have some Red Bull here, some cake. I usually don't light fires because in general I don't cook. Also, I don't want to cause a forest fire. In general, like if you're lighting a fire in forest, it is harder to convince people to stay. So I usually skip that. But like there are things here, I might light one just for the heck of it. Anyhow, and then I'm gonna call the cab and take the cab to the canyon. From there, I looked. It is again, apart from hitchhiking, there is no transportation to Sagalassos. I looked that up. Uh, so I might need to take the cab all the way to Sagalassos, which might cost a lot more. To Yazılı Canyon, they're gonna cost 1K, which is $20 roughly, which is acceptable. Not gonna lie. Uh, I don't want to deal with the whole hitchhiking thing because I don't think people will be picking me up, and I might be losing a lot of time. I'm gonna already like spend 3 to 4 hours in the canyon, another 4 to 5 hours in the Sagalassos, and Sagalassos closes out early at 5, so I need to be there by the noon. Which I think I'll take the cab if they're taking me and if they don't charge me too much. Anyhow, so I'll get up. It's a bit chilly, by the way. I slept perfectly. This perfect score to the sleeping pad, perfect score to the sleeping bag, perfect score to the shirts that I bought, the merino shirt. Yesterday I wore the black one all day. I didn't get a chance to change it really. It got through my sweat, the rain, and everything. It was really wet. It dried really quickly on me, and it still doesn't smell anything. I'm gonna keep wearing it, trying to push the limit. But if you're ever thinking about going backpacking like this, merino shirt is the way to go. This is also merino. I wore the long sleeve in case it gets cold. It is chilly if I didn't have like any sleeping bag or anything. It's nice. I talk too much. So yeah. I'll get up and go. I just put some clothes, some shirts, some underwear here to make myself a nice pillow. I usually put my sleeping bag in this. This is a dry bag in case something happens and there's some water getting into my bed, into my backpack. I'll always have a chance to keep my sleeping bag dry, which is one of the most important things. But yeah, I don't think I'll be chasing storms or running out of storms anytime soon. Hopefully. Let's not jinx it. Today, let me see the weather. No. Yeah, today it's mostly cloudy. Not much rain. Which is perfect, which is really good for, hiking and all. I need to start packing up. I'm gonna pour some water to these guys. And then pack up and then call the cab. Normally drink most of these water. There are a lot of water sources on the side of the road usually. I'm just being careful as well as I'm testing this out. You can filter out at least 100 liters of water with this. Then you change the filters and continue. I packed everything, called the cab. They said they're gonna be here in 45 minutes. I don't trust them, so that means usually an hour. I'll still wait. There's another guy camping out there. I don't know if you can see them on the other platform. I'm gonna chill, read a book. Hopefully not scroll on Instagram. I went out of home, I went on this trip to kind of break my habits in a way, or escape the loop, but I find myself doing the same shit over and over when I'm in the tent or when I have free time and just scroll on Instagram or watch political videos on YouTube. I'm still whispering. Why am I not talking loudly? Anyhow, so plan is I'm gonna continue reading this book. Africa Leo from Africa. That's where all my shit is. And this is the highway that I'm gonna take.
Bu bölgedeki geyikleri bu tepeden sayıyorlar. Bu tepeye çıktım her taraf görüyor. Böyle gece karanlıkta cipler belli oluyor.
Oraya nasıl çıkılıyor abi?
Evet.
Oraya nasıl çıkıyor?
Oraya yakın ya. Öyle görüldüğü gibi. bulacağız bilmiyorum.
Biz bir kere denk gelmiştik, bakıyorlardı. Dürbünle bakmaya baktık,
O
ben
tepede, şu
göremedim,
tepede.
diğerleri gördü.
Şu anda sağda var yani geyikler. Bazen tesadüf eder, yollarda denk gelir.
Seçilmesi. This is the Yazılı Canyon. They took me from where I was camping and brought me here with a cab. They'll probably join me on a walk as well, maybe. I don't know. We came from that direction, the entrance, and the road goes up here, or from that direction. They said that it's like 1 hour roughly. Trail continues like this. If you sleep, it's goodbye. So this is the same path that I took yesterday. This is the King's Path. It continues all the way to where I was hiking yesterday, according to our tour guide. Look at that view. This is the famous poem. They have broken up some pieces, but it used to say this, which is kind of relevant. "O traveler, get ready and set off on your journey, bearing this in mind," and goes on. I'll let you read this if you want to stop and read it. But this is the famous thing that most people come here for. This piece is more well preserved.
Bırakmadım. Çünkü geçen buraya geldiğimizde bir tane birisi bir şey topluyordu, kadının biri. Ona toplatmadılar. Yasak, abla toplayamazsın. Ya bir tanecik bir şey alacaktı adam. Adam ürünü neredeyse. Ona anlatmadılar. Tabiat parkı ya, korunuyor.
Evet.
Şimdi rotayı ben belirliyorum da Ahmet'e göster dersen sürüyor.
We're walking around the river. Hey. He said that you can continue with the trail from here, but from now on it continues along the river. We're gonna be going back. You can cross and continue from there, I guess. And they told me this is the poisonous flower. In Turkish this is called zıkkım or zakkum, which looks very pretty.
Aha kocaman. Bir de şey bırakıyorlar.
We're on our way back. I did shoot these. There is some writing over there, some here, and there is some more in here, which again has been carved. They probably thought there was some kind of treasure behind it, so they just destroyed it. Well, what can you do? And so that's the path we came from. We walked through the cliffs. You can, walking back, you can take this road all the way to the river where we started. This trail is still part of St. Pauli. I saw some markings along the trail. It probably connects to the original trail somewhere behind those mountains and cliffs. We finally arrived the main thingy. This is the ancient city and the ruins. It is one of the most crowded places. That's the entrance. You can come with a museum card. Tamamdır. They're still excavating some. But it's very well preserved. Çok iyi korunmuş. Evet, genelde bu kadar detaylı hiç görmedim. See, cool.
Şevval gel gel. Tuna gitmiyorsun şuraya gel. Şurası. Bana bak.
Burası zengin villalar mıydı?
Havuz olan bir ev istiyoruz. Çok odalı.
Çıkma yani. Yürü mesele yok.
There's still some water. I cooled myself off a bit.
Annem bile göstermez. Bir de şu taraftan bakalım. Şöyle ama
The doggo. So this is the library, and they have a mosaic on the ground, which is, I guess, close to public. There's an entrance here, but I don't think it is open yet. They probably reconstructed this. So I don't know much about the story as usual, but what I've read so little so far, The same people who built this, the Scythians, are the ones that are also built the cities in Adada city, which I was in yesterday. As you can see, the architecture, the stonework is very similar.
Zaten çok destekler. Zaten sürekli ya. Bunları birini al. Hayır. Yeni ver. Gel. Eylül.
Çık oraya.
Ağlar.
Çık Eylül. Ay sen buradan.
I'll go there. Fucking doggo.
Gene mi geldi oraya?
Aybars. Çok uzaklaşma. Göçmüş ama bir tarafa. Bu şey mi? Oraya kadar mı gidiyor? Herhalde devam ediyor mu daha?
It's very cool here compared to outside. I've walked around the Colosseum in Assassin's Creed 2. Or was it Assassin's Creed? I don't remember which one, but I've explored it. And it looks like this. Hopefully there's an exit. Oh fuck, I gotta go back. Worth it. And I'll crawl through here.
Ben biraz yukarı çıkacağım. Abi.
So the cave continues through there, I guess.
Abi. Herkese çıkalım mı? Gelin çıkalım. Ben zaten herkesin bir broşu varmış işte. Bu benim. Sonra da arkamızda çıkarsın.
Yeah, we'll be going towards there. Do you want to watch another 10-minute time lapse? It's not gonna be of silence though. It's gonna be kid and dog noises. Oh. What the hell? Here you go. That was the theater. This road continues towards the temples. It's a cool tree.
Çiçek nerede? Çiçeği göremedim ben. Yerel Burdur taşı.
Turuncular demek ki referans almışlar. Hep böyle şeyleri.
So this was probably there. It's one of the surviving ones. So this is a heron. It was re-erected by local architects. They looked at where the each stone connection was undone, built it accordingly. Home to Zeus.
İyi gözüküyor ama neyse böyle kötü var ya.
There is more stuff down that road, by the way. There's like graves cut into the rock, some kind of fountain, and more stuff. But we're probably going back from here.
O zaten şey mi?
Onu paylaşmayacağım.
They used to be a democracy and then they replaced it with oligarchy. Story of your life. This was the council building. We'll be walking that way.
Hepsini herkes Muhammed'lerle. Anladım. O kadar. Açıkçası ben. Sabah bayram düzeltme için yok.
Amca çok kenara gitmeyin, bu tarafa gelin oğlum. Uca gitmeyin. Uca gitmeyin çok. Selim gel.
Ay benim yavrum. Ablamın çekimi gitsin oraya gitsin.
Giremem, Atlas var. Orası çok ünlüymüş. Atlas'a merhaba desene ya. Özledik çocuğum, sen anlamıyor musun? Merhaba Atlas'tı. Yahu bir öpeyim abi.
Yok tamam anladım. Teşekkür ederim.
Hangi
Yapıyormuş. Şovunu yapıyor yine.
Evet ya bir şey
Bak bunlar güzel bir yer olacak. Şurası var bak. Abi ne yana çıkacak böyle?
Sen sadece yer bak benim nereden şuradan ayaktan
Murat Bey telefonu
itibaren
bir alabilir miyiz? 100 TL.
geliyorum.
En son ben seni Airdrop'tan aldım.
A market for luxury goods, food. This is probably the lower agora. Yep. Lower city. They had another temple for Hadrian and Antonius Pius. They have work equipment here. Nothing special. This looks like something cool. Let's close it.
Eskiden burada böyle bir şey olmuş, kapı varmış.
Yok. Ayağımın altında oynayınca girdim.
I hope there's a path to the left.
Arkadaşlar benim hep patlıcan yemeğim var. Onu da yiyorum yani. Bir şey olmaz değil mi? Yok ben akşam tadına bakarım.
Evet, tereyağlı.
Şimdi daha bir köfte yapmadım ya. Köfte yapayım, köfte yapayım. Senin mantar hayal oldu herhalde. Mantarcı yok.
Mantar yok. Zaten.
Ama yanı da yağdı aslında. Değil mi? Olması gerekiyor.
It is getting chilly. I need to go back to there.
Böyle mi çıkacağız, geri mi döneceğiz?
Dolaşalım önce ya.
I think they're still excavating these parts on the right. that's it. Now I need to go back to Sparta, and from there I'm gonna be going to Antalya. It's 5 p.m. I should be in Antalya by 10, 11. They dropped me off at Alasun, which is the village next to the Sagalassos. I'm gonna wait here, read the book for half an hour, 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna go take a bus to Sparta. My feet, they smell so bad. I never had like foot smell issues and I was proud of it. Like my feet never smell. But yesterday after the rain, I don't think my shoes dried properly. They're pretty beat. I've changed my socks in the morning, but still. They smell like horse shit. I'm gonna continue reading my book. I shot a lot of stuff today. 2-3 hours of footage at least. Walking, I have no idea how am I gonna edit that. And that's a big ass tree. I'm back at Sparta. I took a bus from Alasun. It took around 1 hour and I came to Sparta, but they dropped me off at the other end, so I need to get to the actual autogar. And the reason I came to Sparta instead of going directly to Antalya is I forgot a lot of shit in my friend's house and in a cafe in Istanbul, so he's gonna meet me at the autogar and give me the stuff I forgot, and then I'm gonna take a bus to Antalya. It's 8 p.m. right now. I'll probably be in Antalya around 12:01. I don't know if I should get a hotel or hostel, or I don't know. I don't want to camp. I can sleep in a mosque or even at the terminal. Let's wait for a couple of hours. We'll see. It is getting dark and I'm still trying to figure out the Sparta's bus system. I use Move It, but it has constantly failed me. Like this is the third time where it just showed me the wrong bus or the wrong stop. The stop I was waiting at, it is closed due to bazaar. In general, it doesn't take me to the autocar. I asked my friend, there's another bus stop at the other end where I came from, so I'm walking back to that bus stop. Hopefully this is the correct one. They probably look like shit. So I arrived at the Sparta around 8 p.m. It's 9:30 right now. I've been walking on and off. I finally get on a bus. This is gonna hopefully take me to the station where I'm gonna be meeting my friend. Well, I did test my endurance, so I can walk after yesterday especially, but my right knee is screaming at me. I'm finally at the station. It is 22:20. I just got a bus to Antalya. Should be here around 10 minutes. It's gonna last 2 hours, so I'm gonna be there around 1. I still haven't figured out where I'm gonna sleep today. The days ended kind of. Me wants to just not sleep or sleep on a, somewhere where you don't need a lot of sleep. Part of me wants to get a really good hotel room and then just shower, rest really well. I did reserve hostels for tomorrow, I'll be hopefully staying in a hostel tomorrow. I didn't even check couchsurfing. No one messaged me, and I didn't wanna request a message personally. I might do that towards the end. So yeah, current mission is to get to Antalya, find a place to spend the night, and then we'll see how it goes. I just landed at Antalya. It is 1 AM and I need to find a way to get to the city center for my hostel. I found a nice hostel. I called a few. One of them said that we don't accept anyone after 1 AM, which makes sense. I don't want to disturb a lot of people. One of them said that come in. It's actually a like pub hostel. Anyhow, it's in the city center. I need to find a way to get there. So this is the castle area of Antalya. Still inhabited. It's like the touristic bit. The taxi, I got here with a taxi. They dropped me off like 100 meters away from my hostel. And I'm walking there. Let's see how it goes. Antalya is a very lively city. I can barely speak. I've been up since 5. Get some water. Maybe a can of Monster. Nah. I don't know, we'll see. So this is the room. I got all this room to myself. I'm gonna be sleeping there. Yeah, that's it. There isn't much to say. I'm gonna take a shower, hopefully. I smell like an ass. And it's a very nice, cute hostel. I paid 800, which is 15 to 20 bucks, which is very reasonable given the prices. It's a social bar. It's a social hostel. They have a pub downstairs, people hanging out. I unfortunately don't have any energy. Maybe, I don't know. I'll take a shower and then see what happens. It is 1 AM, going well into 2. Yeah, I'm just I'm glad I found a place to sleep. It looks cozy enough. That was nice. I took a long ass shower. Now I'm gonna, I don't know, I can either go downstairs, get a drink, meet people, or I can just sleep. I made myself, they don't have covers unfortunately. This is my blanket, it's huge. It can serve as a cover. Big brain. Anyhow, I need to do laundry. This is the smelliest laundry I've ever had in my life. It's a bunch of socks and dirty underwear. And I need to apply pseudo cream to all my important bits and bobs. They're very itchy. I've been walking for 3 days. So yeah, let's do that first. It is 2:13, time for bed. I'll read a bit and then sleep. It's very warm still.